including 6-10 last year, but now here they are, champions of the NFC, looking for their 5th ever Super Bowl title.
And for many of us, we feel like they were here recently, but it has been a little bit of a wait for them to get back to the big game. Remember, they won Super Bowls 42 and 46. Got some fortuitous plays in both of those in wins over the Patriots. Could we possibly see, partner, something like the helmet catch again?
A big play there on the first play of the game.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
Now Newton on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Good. Mark 22. Bring it.
They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. A nice little juke. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Lance now on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Touchdown! Anthony Ferkser, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman, 66 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Cam looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Lance. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check, crunch.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Now Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Open man is Waddle, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. That's taken in by Firkser. Touchdown, Jaguars. Anthony Firkser, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
They'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson.
Here we go. I'm coming after you. Express. 22. Great. Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. Touchdown, Giants. Najee Harris, 29 yards. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Newton going to try and throw. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a play fake. Lance. Going up top. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And Lance going to throw. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
On first down, Lance. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Kelce, 26 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll find Metcalf. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Mike 28. Mike 28. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now Lance. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing after the interception. Lance, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Jags are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. In his own end zone, it's Lance. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Lance. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Joe Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 31.
Lance now on first down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Lance looking to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Third and long.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Throwing now is Lance. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And look at this, another fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness, he was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off play action, Newton. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll run again with Harris. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a two-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A two-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
6 guys. Check 6 Green Jacks. Hey, Green. 7. Check Mike 27. You better.
On first and 10, here's Lance. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. 52.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
20. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Newton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Newton on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, And the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. There it comes, there it comes. Slice, 97. 27, check Mike 27. That's right, baby, they don't want it.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. Gun. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. I'm coming.
Newton now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
45's the mic. Hey, watch your leg. Back.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now it's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Go, go, go. Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch the real green. Zone black. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 20. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
3 down. 45. Mike 45.
Don't let him breathe.
Throwing is Newton. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Newton. Williams brings it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. 45.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Great. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
45, Mike, 45.
I got you.
Newton's going to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Connects with Ruggs. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Back to throw. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally if you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
10 yards to go.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Again, Newton. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Well, that certainly changes things here, because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Runs over him, fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw is Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Harris. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.